Hello, intrepid heroes, and welcome to another installment of the Edgartown Public Library's Monster Mondays, a summer reading series where we'll take a look at classic monsters throughout history and the world of fantasy. We'll explore their origins, as well as taking a look at their strengths and weaknesses, so you can be prepared if you find yourself face to face with them as your foe. The story of the Hydra is varied, but my favorite version is from the D&D 5th edition monster manual. At the dawn of time, Tiamat, the queen of the evil dragons, slew a rival dragon god named Lierna and cast her blood across the multiverse. Each drop that fell upon a world spawned a multi-headed Hydra consumed by a hunger as great as the fallen god's hatred. This type of Hydra is known today as the Lernian Hydra, not for the rival dragon goddess, but for the Greek mythological region known as Lerna. The mythological Hydra of Grecan lore made its lair in the waters of Lerna. D&D is full of repurposed mythology just like this. A unifying feature of all Hydras is their insatiable hunger. They're well known for ravaging across countrysides, gorging themselves on livestock, farmland, and resistance fighters. They eat and eat and eat until they can hardly move, at which point they dig themselves into the dirt and take a long nap, during which they grow in size and power and most likely sprout more heads. It's a dangerous process. There are also real living creatures that we call hydras that scientists have been interested in because of their regenerative capabilities. They're microscopic organisms that do not appear to die of old age or age at all. Monstrous hydras share these traits and are known to have powerful regenerative capabilities. They can grow back lost heads, sometimes even growing back an extra head in the process. In the Greek myth, the middle head is immortal, surviving even decapitation. It must be buried under a massive rock to keep the region safe. Hydras, while they cannot breathe underwater, are avid swimmers and will dive deep to hunt and fill their bellies. Their strength is extraordinary, and they grow more and more powerful the older they get. And they grow even more heads, either from hibernation or encounters with uninformed adventurers. If you find yourself the need to prove your worth in a classic hero's journey, you've sought out the right monster. No matter the myth, hydras are seen as an important milestone for any budding adventurer to defeat. Make sure you stand a chance by surviving by remembering these tips and tricks. First, bring fire and lots of it. Hydras aren't particularly vulnerable to heat and fire, but if you can manage to cauterize their wounds after cleaving off a head, you'll prevent the creature from regenerating and growing even more heads. Second, avoid fighting in its lair if at all possible. Most hydras have no need for environmental protections, so if you find one that's taking residence in a cave, stay away. It's either resting, in which case it has a vast store of energy in which to use for regeneration or to fight you, or it's setting up a nest, which it will protect with extreme ferocity. If you find a lair-bound hydra, the best way to defeat it is to find a way to trap it in its lair and starve it out. Though its body is immortal, its hunger is insatiable, and if you cut it off from food, it will devour itself completely over time. Finally, be sure to have a way to protect yourself from the hydra's stench. Not all hydras have bad hygiene, but the ones that do have cultivated a weaponized stench that will make your eyes water and create large difficulties in defeating your foe. You can investigate and fight against these and all more monsters in the great tabletop role-playing game Monster of the Week, which is available through your local Clams library. If you'd like to know more about hydras and their many iterations, check out the books and media listed below in the video description. Most are available through your local Clams library or one of our digital resource offerings. Thanks for joining us for another summer reading series of Monster Mondays. Be sure to check out all our other summer reading programs at edgartownlibrary.org under the Kids and Teens tab. You can also sign up for access to our digital D&D resources through D&D Beyond by contacting me through Instagram at EPL Dungeon Master or through Discord at Library Wins, that's Library Wins with a Z, hashtag 7610, or you can email me at clook@clamsnet.org. That's CLOOK@clamsnet.org. See you next time when we'll be taking a look at the Minotaur. Thanks for coming.